Welcome Wolfpack to episode number 2 of our Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 career mode. Today we continue from the last episode where we successfully landed at Repubic Airport in Farmingdale, New York on Long Island and took a cargo job that requires us to fly 2 short hops. This first one is from Repubic to JFK Airport in New York City, which is a very quick flight, and the other one is to fly up to Westchester County Airport known as HPN and then take a load of cargo back to JFK to complete the job. Unfortunately, this job is already past the deadline. It actually needed to be done on Sunday morning, but due to time constraints, I couldn't get it done. But we are going to finish and fly it out. We will take a penalty, but since the second part of this job has cargo currently waiting at White Plains, we will look to pick up a secondary job from JFK to White Plains so we're not flying up there empty and wasting fuel. Planes making money only one way do not make money. Before we jump into the flight, we will take a look. These are the jobs that we have taken. I did take a $27,000 job that I found. I don't believe I had this recording when I took it, but we need to get this done by tomorrow. Today is Monday. This needs to be done by tomorrow, so I need to get episode 3 recorded as well today. So I have about 30 hours to get this job done, which requires a few different flights. So and then this is the job that is already past deadline, and the circle has turned black here, but we are going to continue this, and we will see if this $20 is a $20 flat fee or if this is $20 an hour that it's delivered late. You can see right here, yesterday I thought I had 10 hours to go and it was actually minus 10 hours already overdue. So bad decision taking that job, not knowing if I was going to be able to fly it or not. But this is the job that we're going to do in episode number 2 today. Back here in the dashboard, you will see that we did get some email from our subsidiary over in Australia, and it looks like he has paid our franchise due. He has authorized Sheila to release the first franchise fee payment to the head office. Let me know if you receive it in the next few days. So we're going to go ahead and send that off to Dave in Australia and let him know that we received the $50,000 franchise fee. So here we are on the current cash page, and you could see, and we can confirm that Dave sent over from WP91, the airlines, Wolfpack Airlines Australia, that he did send it over on 9/11 morning for a fee of $50,000. I did experiment with the FBOs offline as well. I constructed a FBO, or Forward Base of Operations, at Orange County Airport, which is our base of operations. So I wanted to make sure that we had some fuel capability there, and some maintenance, and some crew sleeping rooms, and some cargo capacity. So I did construct that. That actually took 3 days. It didn't complete until 9/13, which was yesterday. It completed in the middle of the afternoon. So now we have 2 aircraft tie downs. We have an aircraft hangar. We do have a crew room there, and then I need to order some fuel to fill up our tanks as well. And we also have our cargo hangar. So the only thing we are missing is a workshop, which we have to unlock in the skills tree. So we are going to load our 61 pounds onto the aircraft. We will not need any more fuel. We have more than enough fuel to make it a 21-mile flight. And we are going to look for another job that may have cargo going to JFK. So let's go take a look at that in the logistics center. So there are 2 jobs here that we could take. We have a 260-pound job, and we have a 79-pound job that is going over to JFK. We should be able to fit all of that on there. That's going to make us another couple of bucks for sure. So that will make this trip worth it, heading over there. Not that it wouldn't be anyway. Okay, so we have all of our pending jobs here. This is the job that we already have expired. We're going to bring that over to JFK. And then the 2 jobs that we just picked up to make it a little bit more profitable, we're going to load the 79 pounds of cargo from that job there, which is $300, and then the 260 pounds of cargo right there. And we actually still have about 100 pounds that we could take, but I think that's good enough for now. Let's go ahead and confirm and fly it. And we will just wait for this cargo to load up. The ramp is doing their job right now. Let's put in our destination of JFK. And all right, our flight plan has us taking off to the north and west. We'll turn around, make a left turn, come down here, and then we'll be lined up for a landing at JFK. I do have, can see that there is a little bit of wind around here today. I have the wind filter on, so we do have a little bit of ground speed, 12 and 14 knots respectively. These 2 airports are 20 miles apart, so pretty comparable wind. All right, let's fire it up. We'll get the aircraft fired up from the hold and dark position, and I will bring you back when I'm ready to take off. All right, we've done our run-up. If you guys want to see the full run-up, episode number 1 has the entire startup procedure from cold and dark. I'm not going to do that every episode. It used up about 20 minutes of video time, so I spared you the watching of that, because we do have 2 flights at least to complete in this episode.
Republic Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha at runway 1 ready for takeoff departure to the south. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared for takeoff runway 1 south departure approved.
Very
Cleared
good.
for takeoff runway 1 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
I gotta remember to keep, I gotta keep changing in the flight plans. I have to remember to change my airline name and the plane name and all that. I have to remember that. We'll do that when we get to JFK and make the other flight plan. It's too late now for this flight, but we do have to remember that to do that in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Otherwise, you get that generic name. All right, we're out. Wheels up.
Airborne time log.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace. Republic Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, continue for south departure. Kennedy Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is 8 miles east with Sierra to land. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Kennedy Tower. Make straight in runway tree 1 right. Altimeter tree 0.13 wind tree 54 at 25. Make straight in runway tree 1 right Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright, so we're on final at JFK. Gonna land on 3-1 right, which is the one right in front of us. Say, I really don't know if we're a little high. We just feel high compared to how I come in. We actually, looks like we're actually okay. I'm just used to coming in so low.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Juliet Fox Kilo, Kennedy INTL.
Alright, we're on the ground at JFK. Let's taxi over to our parking spot and finish the jobs that we have on board. Got a propeller right in his face and he keeps telling me to come forward. I'm not comfortable with that. We'll go ahead and set the parking brake. Alright, let's go ahead and run through these shutdown procedures and we will see you in the dashboard for on-air. Alright, here we are. We have our flight record. We received some XP. We got our comfort bonus. We did not get our safety bonus, and we did not get our aircraft handling bonus because I had a couple of little errors up there. So we definitely did the stall on when I was messing around with the autopilot. So that's all right. We're getting better every flight. The only leg now is the one from HPN back to JFK. So we have to fly up to HPN and get this cargo to bring back. Let's take a look at our income here. We were paid for our cargo goods transport that we took from Republic over to JFK to make that a little bit more lucrative for us. So we made $1,300, and then we also completed one leg of that over deadline job. We're going to come over here to the logistics center, and we are going to find a short trip that's going from JFK. We want to go up to White Plains, and that way we are not losing money on that leg. So let's see what we have here. It looks like all these 6-degree, the 6-degree jobs are all what we need. So the only thing that we have to make sure of is that it's cargo at JFK going to HPN. We want to make sure of that. We do have about 500 pounds of gross weight that we can take, a little bit over 500 pounds of gross weight. So I think we'll find a job that can get us as close to 500 pounds as possible. And here's one right here, JFK. Let's make sure we got the right spot here. Going to HPN, and it's food crates for 400 pounds. So we are going to go ahead and take that job. Our live operations map here. Let's go ahead and prepare our next flight. We have a half tank of fuel, so we should be almost a half tank of fuel, which gives us 244 nautical miles. That's plenty. We'll go ahead and load up these food crates. That's still going to give us about 100 pounds extra here, so we'll be all right with what we have. We're going to go ahead and confirm the fuel and the payload. The apron work is being processed right now. So here is our flight plan inside Microsoft Flight Simulator from JFK over to White Plains. This is the second leg of our 3 flights that we have to do today. We also have to get back from Westchester back to JFK with the cargo that is up here. Let's go ahead and hit fly, and we will get going. All right, so we've called for our pushback. We are on our way to White Plains as of right now. We will get pushed back out onto the taxiway, and we will bring it back when we start to take off. Before I forget, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and set your notifications to all, and while you're down there, hit that like button as well. Remember, I'm not a pilot. If you're a pilot or knowledgeable in the field and you have answers to any of the questions that I'm asking in the videos, or if you have constructive criticism, please timestamp the video in the comment down below, and by all means, share what you know with the community. Alright, we're off.
Airborne time log.
Straight out here for a second.
Kennedy Tower Nate-Wolf 0049er, continue for north departure.
No one responded to my input request from the first video. I really would like your input on whether you want to see full flight videos with limited editing for this series, or if you would like to edit out as much of the cruise altitude flying and do more than one trip each episode. I'm trying a little bit of everything right now to see the results. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which one you would rather see. Just a few things. Right down there is the Throgs Neck Bridge and the Maritime Academy. Right over there is the Whitestone Bridge. Obviously, LaGuardia Airport right over there with Manhattan. This is the entire Bronx right here. And I will be doing a couple of videos on a sightseeing tour, like sightseeing tours of the area for here, Chicago, and some other cities. Check out that playlist in the description down below when it becomes available. I'll go ahead and set up my comms for White Plains.
Tower Nate-Wolf 0049er is 7 miles south with golf to land. Nate-Wolf 0049er tower. Fly straight in runway tree 4. Altimeter tree 0.07, wind tree 4 at 17.
Oh, a little windy over there. All right.
Make straight in runway tree 4 Nate-Wolf 0049er.
Here we are back on final at White Plains. Just need
Second tree 7 tree exit runway when able.
That's the plane that we were following in, and we are just lining up to make a landing at White Plains. little lower than what I would like here, but add a little power to get the get some altitude here. Not looking too bad, I don't think. Minor corrections here.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Hotel Papa November, Westchester County.
A little harder than what I wanted, but that's all right. I don't know how all right it is, but get off the runway here in case he's got somebody else coming in.
A120049er, turn next taxiway.
And I have a feeling our
A120049er, contact ground on 121.825.
all right, so here we are pulling into White Plains, and we are here. Go ahead and get us unloaded and reloaded and head back to JFK. We will do the on-air debriefing. All right, as you can see, we're back in the on-air dashboard here. We registered our flight from JFK to HPN, and we've delivered our 413 pounds of cargo, and it was paid for. We have plenty of fuel to get us back to JFK as the plane is loaded now, but we will have to refuel when we get down there. So we have 211 pounds. That is the cargo that we need to take that is already overdue, and that leaves us 350 pounds. So let's go take a look at the logistics center and see if there's anything going towards JFK around that weight. So as we can see, we have two cargo shipments that can go down to JFK. One of them is 111 pounds and one of them is 95 pounds. That just puts us over 200 more pounds. So we will go ahead and take both of those jobs. So we are going to load all of our cargo at HPN on the jobs we've taken. And we are still over 100 pounds from our overload. And let's head over to the flight sim, and this is our flight path as we have it. Right now, still a nice day. We're going to come out, make a left and south departure, go right back, pretty much tracking back our backtracking our course that we took. 5,000 feet is our cruise altitude, and then come in for a landing at 3 right. All right, so this is our third flight of 3 for this episode, episode number 2. And as soon as we get back to JFK, we'll talk about a couple of other things, and we will end the episode there. So as soon as I get this thing fired up, and we'll taxi out to the runway, and I'll bring you back for takeoff. All right, we're going to go ahead and take the runway here. Make sure we're all clear.
Full 2,300 RPM in. Mixture. Rich. Annunciators. Check none displayed. Airspeed indicator. Check working. Lift nose wheel. 55 Kias. Initial climb. 70 to 80 Kias.
Airborne time
Flaps.
logged.
Tower generic November 4572 Sierra ready to go runway tree 4 IFR to Kilo Sierra India Foxtrot. Generic November 4572 Sierra taxi into position and hold. Position and hold generic 72 Sierra. departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
And we are on our last leg of a three-legged trip today, heading to JFK with a couple 100 pounds of cargo and 3 different jobs to get paid for. And we're level off at 5,000 feet. Hudson River over there, Long Island Sound over there. Long Island Sound is straight ahead of us. All right, we're on final of our final flight to JFK. Runway 31 right. Looking at New York City and Manhattan again for the second time this episode.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Juliet Fox Kilo, Kennedy INTL.
We're gonna exit left as soon as we can. Back at JFK.
A120049er, contact ground on 125.05.
Sorry about that sign. JFK, my bad. All right, let's make this taxi, and we'll bring it back when we go to park. All right, Wolfpack, here we are. We finished 3 jobs. 95 pounds of cargo, 111 pounds of cargo, and 272 pounds of cargo has been delivered to destination of JFK, which completes flight 3 of 3 for the day. The one that we missed our deadline on, and I believe we did 4 other jobs today in an effort to make money, so that's pretty good. We got a reputation change at 10.10%. We did get our comfort, safety, and aircraft handling bonus this time because I'm starting to get the hang of the autopilot stuff, I think. And we will go from there. So let's go ahead and hit the OK here. So we're going to be starting episode 3 in the very near future. Before we go, I do want to get some fuel ordered for our FBO. Let's go ahead and manage that. So let's go ahead and order 1,000 gallons of each type of fuel, jet fuel and the 100 LL. And it's going to be about $6,000. We will order the fuel. I'm not sure. The estimated delivery time will be tomorrow at 6:42 p.m. So it looks like it takes a 24-hour delivery. So we will have fuel at the FBO for episode number 3. Speaking of episode number 3, we do have to get this $28,000 job completed. So we will be flying up to our home base at Montgomery. We will be flying up there, and we need to fly back down to HPN, and we need to fly and possibly make 2 trips down to KMMU down in Jersey. So we will definitely be doing this in episode number 3, and I will probably have to start recording that tonight because we are starting to get into crunch time. We have less than 24 hours to complete that. So I will be recording that either today or tomorrow, and it will be releasing by the end of the week. And so we don't go empty-handed from JFK up to our home base, we will be at least taking this cargo delivery of 308 pounds to satisfy our level 2 mission Also, in episode number 3, we will possibly be looking at hiring our first pilot to fly, and we will be looking at what planes we have available for rent. This Grand Caravan right here is an MGJ, but it's a player's caravan, so we can't take that. So we will be looking, and I do plan on renting a Grand Caravan with a much larger payload, and if we can find a pilot to fly it before I get a check ride done, that's what we're going to do to help us out with these missions and making money. So stick around for all of that. If you're just finding us, consider joining the Wolfpack Gaming community by subscribing to the channel and setting your notifications to all. If you do that, welcome to the Wolfpack. This entire Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Wolfpack Airlines playlist is popping up on your top left. Episode number 3, when it drops, will show up on your bottom left. Another playlist that may interest you is showing up on your right, and if you enjoy survival and military games as well, consider subscribing to my second channel showing up right now. There's all of that content and more in the posted links in the description and pinned comments down below. Click any one of those links, and we will see you over there.